Anybody out there? Does anybody really care? It's hard to tell. Hi folks, those of you who are seeing this, welcome to yet another Troubadork non-commute show. Hello cat. We have a cat. We have several cats in fact. Delilah down here. She cannot be seen right now. I will abuse the technology available to show you the cat. Look, it's the internet. I will show you my cat. Behold, cat. Hey Kay. Yes. Cat is not interested in being an internet star, although she does have several pictures already on the interwebs. So that's kind of cool. Welcome, welcome once again to us here in the room known as Away in an undisclosed location in San Antonio, Texas. I'm gonna try and do a little better. Yesterday there was a number of I guess I just kind of got wired and wound up and had some boating accidents. Now we're gonna do better. That's why the title is what it says. Like last time, only better. And with much cattage. Hello. Yes. Cats improve everything, of course. There are some songs we're going to premiere, I should say, a new song. Tomorrow, we're going to do Grandpa's Can of War Ration Spam, and that is a song that Brett gave me the title of, and it is one of the 3 songs that got the most responses, so there we are. If they're both in there at the same time, doesn't make you the away team. Yeah, more or less, probably, yes, actually. Although we don't go away, we stay here in a way. We're actually indoors in a way. So we're here and not away, but we are also away. It's complicated. Oh! I found a bunch of tuners, which I put in a bin, which I said, I will put these tuners in a bin so I will find them. I will not forget where they are and I will not lose them. And I promptly forgot where the bin was. So that's the way that works.
Well, we moved what the bin was on.
We did move what the bin was on. Yes, indeed, we did. Well, it says the 3 people are watching, and that's good. I know Amy's one of them, and Kay is one of them, and I don't think I'm one of them because I'm not actually running the video. But we'll see what happens. We'll start with a classic, which I will attempt to play competently. Do you know my friend from Faire? Do you know my friend from Faire? He's 4 foot taller, and he's got browner sandy hair. And he has a hat and tankard, and he wears these great big boots. And he wanders around in a loincloth or one of them doublet suits. Pretty distinctive. I think you'd recognize him. Do you know my friend from Faire? Do you know my friend from Faire? If you saw him coming down the lane, you'd have to stop and stare. For he always sings or juggles as he goes about the town. Help me, and he always has a great big sword that ought to narrow it down. Boating accident! Well, it was bound to happen, let's be honest. Because I'm old and I've been struck in the head a lot. Do Do you know my friend from Faire? Do you know my friend from Faire? If you saw him coming down the lane, you'd have to stop and stare. Don't recall if it's pickles, pretzels, or if it's popcorn that he sells. You can see him coming from a mile away on account that he wears bells. You can hear him. He's like a herd of Morris dancers in a bouncy castle. Do you know my friend from Faire? Do you know my friend from Faire? He's the coolest guy in all the world, I truly do declare. If you saw my bud in person, then you'd know of whom I speak. For he dresses like a pirate, now isn't that unique? Pirate with pointy ears. Elf pirate. And gossamer wings. Fairy elf pirate. And a kilt. Scottish fairy elf pirate. And then horns. Demon Scottish fairy elf pirate. And fangs. Vampire demon Scottish fairy elf pirate. And a foxtail. Nobody knows why. Do you know my friend from Faire? I think I saw him over there. His name is Wolf or Hawk or Raven, or I think it might be Bear. Well, we've never met outside of Faire, but I'm sure he'll be along. Hey, wait a minute. I'm talking about you. I guess I'll end this song. There we go. Yes. Exactly. You know, it's true, Teresa. This song was inspired by thousands of conversations which we've all had, or one conversation which we've all had thousands of times. The song will eventually collapse under its own weight. We're up to Vampire Demon Scottish Fairy Elf Pirate, and I'm pretty sure I can work a few more things into that. Probably adding gears to it so we get a steampunk Vampire, Demon, Scottish, Fairy, Elf, Pirate. We'll just continue to add to it until the prisoner confesses. That's the way that's going to go. Now,
You're perfectly positioned to hide behind that.
Fernando.
That was yesterday.
Yes, Chaos actually, Kate is going to be living in a new house. Congratulations, Kay. And I hope the move goes well, because we're done moving. This is the last house I'm going to remember moving into. And Amy's already said that they're going to
take me out on a gurney.
One way or the other, feet first, head first, does not matter. We're done moving. We have given away almost all of our cardboard boxes.
The ones we still have are for donations to go into.
That's right. So, yeah. So let's talk just for a moment. I got way confused and wobbled yesterday. And it does happen, I know. It's the law of averages. Every show can't be great. And as the disclaimer says over my shoulder over there, I am not very good at this. I am actually working on a song now, which is the official disclaimer song, which is I am not very good at this. And we will be doing that song and debuting it when I'm done with it, at which point you will know that I truly am not very good at this. And, but aside from that, I have every so often something just comes into my head, and if you've known me for a while, and if you're watching this show, you've known me for a while, you know that something comes into my head and the little machine just goes, Leah, hey, I didn't even see you come in. Welcome. There's all kinds of weirdness we could be putting into that song, and we will eventually do so. But every so often something comes into my head, and it just kind of sits there until I have to write a song about it. And the next song I'm going to do is one of those. I don't know why I decided to write this song, except perhaps because I have a love-hate or a hate-hate relationship with the B minor chord for the ukulele. Now, the way you play a B minor chord for the ukulele is you cover all these strings here with this finger, and then you take one finger and you put it right down here on the 4th fret on the lowest, what is the lowest string on this ukulele? That's B minor. Sounds good, doesn't it? But it's a real, I will either completely muff it or I will, in fact, sprain my thumb trying to play it properly. And with this one, it's like, well, that's a B minor chord. Wicker man. Oh, crap. And then I had to write a song, and that's why this next song is called Warm My Heart, Wicker Man. I'll give you a minute to get comfortable with that. It features the return of the dreaded B minor chord, and is very deep purple, kind of psychedelic. Clearly these people were on something, and yet I wrote this entirely sober. I don't know why. It just happened. Wicker man, wicker man, warm my heart, wicker man. I only seen him from far away, but I know I'll get to meet him one fine day. Tall and stately, made of wood. I'm thinking lately he might do me good. Wicker man, wicker man, warm my heart, wicker man. Wicker man, wicker man. Summer Isle. I think I might just stay here for a while. Spend the springtime in the Hebrides. Pretty nice here except for the bees. Wicker man, wicker man. Wicker man, wicker man, warm my heart, wicker man. Hanging round here till harvest time. The locals like me and taught me their rhyme. They say I came here of my own free will, but I got laid last night, so I'll watch him down the hill. Wicker man, wicker man, warm my heart, wicker man. Help me. Wicker man, wicker man, warm my heart, wicker man. The entire time I was writing that song, I had to pause occasionally and say to myself, how in the hell am I writing this? Did I get another goddammit Laguerre out of K? I did. Now, this is 2 goddammits I have got out of K in the course of this show. I must memorialize this. Hold on. I'm just capturing. I am just capturing it and saving it as a image because this is number 41. There have now been 41 goddammit Laguerre incidents in 2020. You know what? I'm not sure, Kay. Was it intended as a goddammit Laguerre, or was it intended as general cursing? I guess that's the real question here. I mean, it's your call. I haven't written it in the book, so it's not official in any way, shape, or form. But yes, all through the course of writing this song, I had to stop and put the instrument down and go like, because I don't know why this is coming out of my head. This is not like I planned to do these things to myself. B minor chord, yes, Joseph, and yes, I very deliberately put the B's in there specifically because, well, I needed some content in there. I'm kind of hoping Brett sees this one because Brett, who inspired Grandpa's Can of War Ration Spam, is in fact a horror film aficionado and has an excellent Jason cosplay costume. I've seen it, not in person, which is good because if he did show up in that, I might actually hurt myself. Was intended as general cussing, but I did manage to get your phone. You did manage to get me to throw my phone down in a mild panic. You know.
I think it still counts.
I think it counts. That counts. There have officially been now 41. Sorry. 41. Goddamn it, Laguerre incidents in 2020. Sorry, Kay. You knew the job was dangerous when you took it. Speaking of knowing the job was dangerous when you took it, the next song is one that was actually written entirely on Facebook, and it was written because of another person that many of us know, Mr. Artelburn, because I had thought about doing Renaissance Minstrel, and what I really wanted was and I still really want to do the actual riff on the opening part of Paperback Writer where you have 4 people harmonizing, because it's a great harmony. I'm only one guy, so I have to make do with what I have. And once again, we see the eternal battle of man versus implement, because there's a riff for Paperback Writer, which I can play